Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. My brothers in Islam, in this occasion, I would like to remind you to the amazing story about the homeless, disabled Imam Atha ibn Abi Rabah. He was the greatest of the scholars of the histories of Islam. He was born a slave, he was black, and he had a severe limb, and he was blind in one of his eyes, and later on would become blind in both of his eyes. Once he was freed by his master because he found no use to him. Then Atha ibn Abi Rabah desperately ran to his mother crying and told that he was free. Now he had no roof to live under. He had no food that would be given to him. There was nothing for him to do. He went to his mother crying. And what did this great mother say to him? She said to him, "Oh my son, do you want the glory of this world and the next world? Then go and seek knowledge, for indeed Allah will lift you over the leaders with knowledge." MashaAllah. She didn't belittle his ability. She didn't tell him you're not capable. She didn't tell him you can't do anything. No, rather she pushed him and she encouraged him and she told him to go to seek knowledge and to go to work for the sake of Allah. So he went, and he was poor, and he was homeless, and he began to live in Masjid al-Haram for more than 20 years. 20 years he was homeless, living inside of the masjid. There he was studying, and he was learning, and the people asked, how did he live? Yes, he would receive some money from the authorities that they would give to every Muslim, until he became the most knowledgeable person in Mecca. Once there was a day that the Khalifa, Sulaiman ibn Abdul Malik, came to perform his Hajj in Mecca, and he wanted to ask some questions about the Hajj. The people say that you have to go to the only person that could give the fatwa, and that is Atha ibn Abi Rabah. So he went and he found a long line of people in front of Atha. Then directly Khalifa cut into the line and asked his question. And wisely Atha said to him, "Ya Khalifa, if these questions are not about the sake of a whole Muslim, then you have to go to wait in a line as well." Then the Khalifa waited in a line while Atha answering the questions of every Muslim one by one. And when his turn was up, he asked his questions and Atha answered the questions, then he left. With him were two of his sons. He said to his sons, "Wallahi, I never saw myself more humiliated than in the standing between the hands of his slaves." Then the Khalifa said to his sons, "O my sons, seek knowledge. Go and seek knowledge. Because with knowledge, those who are humble and lowly are raised and given honor and nobility, and those who are servants and slaves are raised above the kings because of his knowledge." Wallahu a'lam bis-sawab. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.